Welcome back, guys. So today I'll be covering the Azure Cosmos DB emulator. So what we are doing is for CLocal, and to get starting off, this only supports Windows at the moment. So I have mentioned all the prerequisites from the documentation itself. So if you go to documentation, you can see all the limitations and everything relating to the Cosmos DB. So before that, what I did was I created a virtual machine from Azure with my free credits. So I have a Windows here, Windows OS running VM. So to get starting off, uh, yeah. So what you can do is I have already created a folder here which is called Cosmos DB image, which will be referring to the Cosmos DB emulator image in Docker, and I have done some configurations there as well, and then created a TAR file. You can see the TAR file here. So then what it does is it will from this project, from this file, it will be referring to the TAR file which is included in the all the configurations, and then it will create a image, Docker image in your local machine, and then that is what the first command would be doing. You can see all the files and cmd everything here. So let's get started. Cosmos DB init. Okay, so we have to wait till the image creates. Okay, yeah, since I have already created, just popped up quickly. Now what you can do is CLocal Cosmos DB start. So it will take a while to start the emulator. You can see it's starting now, and it will take a bit of time to get it started. So in the meantime, I can show you the commands that you can do. Is you can see in the documentation nature they are mentioning the Docker. You have to get this cert file first, and then give these parameters. So this is what I have done with the Docker route, and this is why I have created a separate image with the combining everything from the Docker image and the configurations to easy the things. So yeah, and yeah, so you can later on get the SSL certificate export. You can see they are mentioning about the importing these SSL certificates. Okay, so this is started. Let's go to this IP address. Yeah, it's kind of a slow because of the internet connection. Okay, this at the moment. Yeah, starting. Okay, 2 files. Okay, so let's go to this page. So once you enable the certificate, it won't be an issue. SSL certificate. You can see this is how it looks first, and we can do is explore index.html. Yep, so you can see it's starting now. The emulator, you can see the GUI face and all the command, all the what do you call configuration files. Okay, first I'll copy this this address. Yeah, so you can have Node.js examples and everything. So what I did was I created the Node.js example by referring to this their samples. So at the moment SQL API is like this. Okay, so let's open up another terminal, bash, and then go to example, Azure Cosmos DB. Yeah, so you can see the files here. Let me show you from the scratch. Yeah, So this is just a to-do app which they have recommended us to do, and I have created this application in my example folder. So then what you can do is go to the configuration files, and then you just need to change like the host address. Yeah. Okay, and then you have to give the authentication key, which is they have provided for developers credential, developers authentication key, development, and then you can see there's a database to-do list and the items. Okay, so let's get started. So what you have to do is I have to run this node application. It's a to-do application and to-do, yeah, basically. Okay, so let's go to the local host, and yep, it's kind of slow here. Yeah, so you can see this is a my to-do application. So you can see this has already running now. So, and you can see there's a database created to-do list, and you have the items here. So let's try it out. Let's test name. The category also test name. Just for testing bugs. Yeah, so you can see I have added one list here, date and everything is here. And if you go refresh this emulator, you can see there's an ID here. Let's have a look. Yeah, so you can see the name, test name, and the category test name, and the other config files are here. So this is how it works at the moment in the local machine. So you can have a database emulated here for the SQL API, and yeah, that's it pretty much about the project. And you can see all uh, the responses and everything. Yeah, and so let's stop this command now. Cosmos DB stop. Yeah, so the container stopped now, and you can see it won't be there anymore. Yeah, still loading. Yeah, so the container is gone now. So yeah, that's pretty much about the Cosmos DB emulator, and yeah, you don't need to give a specific path or anything here, and yeah, so good that it didn't say. Yeah, so thank you for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos, and yeah, see you soon.